to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and a brain of turnip.
Grandma Daynut used to say, never bring a wand to an axe fight.
Undra Vermis, a drowned necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
Just calm the fuck down.
Tish Dustlight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
We'll go easy because the other bit's a bit... Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling we're about to fight. Okay, alright. It's about damn time. Thank you.
I thought you were going to do some straight drums for us after last.
I try to think of my Calypso songs and I'm just keep going blank. It'll come later.
Gold Gumbarbson, a war cleric of Rowan who lets his hammer do most of the talking. Now, Shold is with us in spirit today, but he did send through a little titty for me to tell you.
What?
It's a joke.
Did he just?
Little
Really?
ditty. And it goes something like this. What do pandas use to cook with? A pan, duh.
Okay.
And that was 100% from Krista, from Shold. I mean, absolutely all of his joke, nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
All of his. Oh,
that was quite cute.
and joining us again, we've got Tempest Diamond Fate, a thieving rogue from the Thieves Guild of Hawksmoor.
Inexplicably excited to be with the team tonight, ready for a rumble.
And we join the group as they are in the final preparations for their wonderful acoustic set. Having infiltrated the manor, kind of hiding in plain sight, they are pretending to be the Merry Tin Pot Revelers, a steel drum percussion band, dressed in leathers and faces painted like the rock band Kiss. They are blending in absolutely superbly. In their final moments before they're due to start playing, Undra, you've sent off Spiky.
I have indeed.
Your little spider companion.
Proper rock and roll.
And with an exceptional stealth check, making him almost invisible to all eyes.
Yes.
He scuttled under a door into a large foyer area where there are lots of boxes and pieces of furniture which are shrouded and as if they're in their storage phase. And from his vantage point, kind of click-clacking across the ceiling. Conversations and people milling around at the top of the stairs at the second landing, and then hidden away behind boxes piled high to the left of the stairwell, a door frame.
No.
Scuttling down the wall.
A door in a house inside is
The door
freaking
seems to be
out.
made of solid timber, kind of a large iron ring, handle on it, and a lock.
This is the weirdest place. A lot of leather, the big iron ring on the door.
Little titties.
Little
Iron ring.
titties. What have you led us to?
No wonder they didn't want to go.
Hell. No, that's another part of the campaign.
That's much warmer than this.
What does he do? What do you do?
Listens.
With his 8 ears.
Roll a perception check with the spiders. Has they got perception stats or?
Do spiders have ears?
If they can have
Yeah.
8 cats, they can have ears. Just
Passive perception
Okay. Do
is
they?
10.
Spidey senses.
Okay. Make a.
What is perception? Is wisdom, yes?
Sonic.
Oh, it's
Vibration,
plus
Oh,
yes.
zero.
vibration. With just pretty
I
very
know, that's
hot.
what that was.
Perception is wisdom. So make a wisdom check then. If he's got, just add. Roll
Wisdom.
d20, add your wisdom modifier.
Which is nothing. 9.
9. No, but you can't hear anything. There's a noise,
He's
but-
going, have I got ears?
And I'm this big.
His head
He lifts up
explodes
one
from
leg.
The, thought of the complex thoughts of whether or not he can hear or not. The hairs all over the 8 legs of the spider tingle as a cold breeze, as he scuttles around the doorframe. A cold breeze just wafts over them.
It's a lot of hairs on those spiders. Isn't it?
Yeah.
A cold breeze coming from the door frame.
Yeah, little cracks in the door. It's not obviously absolutely still tight, but it's a gentle breeze, not a forceful breeze, but it's a cool breeze. Very similar to what you would get coming up from a basement.
Yes,
or a
I was
cellar.
thinking it was a dungeon.
Is the crack in the door big enough for him to squeeze through?
No, but the lock looks quite large.
Oh.
How big is Spiky?
Hey, it's just tiny.
He's tiny.
He's tiny.
It's like kind of spider crawling. It's a slightly oversized lock. It would take a good size iron key to unlock it, and just like crawls through. And goes dark. Has he got dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
30 feet.
So as he goes down, it's kind of the walls change from wooden to very quickly to a stone wall, and there is that kind of that tingle of breeze is only the best way to describe it. And as we've got a Spidey.
That looks really cool.
Let's do this. I don't know if I can make him bigger and smaller.
You're usually really good
Pretty
at
sure you
shrinking
can.
them down. I've seen you do it with lizards. You've got the power. Look at you go.
Look at me go. And he goes down. There is a glow
Brilliant.
coming from the bottom of the stairs around every corner.
It'll be that dodgy thing. It's when they put it.
Oh no, not the dodgy thing from the Watsits.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
Oh my
Proper
lord.
there
scary.
is a legend.
Oh my lord, is he off in the basement all by himself? We've done so well in basements.
Close in the name. It's like dungeons, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh.
As he scuttles around the corner,
Oh.
Splat.
there's no
Some
noise.
chocolate over
There's no
there.
noise. There's nothing coming from
Clean
down
up
here.
on aisle 4.
A couple of candles lit burning.
Oh yeah.
One on the table
That'll do it.
amongst viscera, blood, the odd limb.
I thought the kitchen
And
was
you're
upstairs.
excited by this as you kind of like crawl around and just like, but there's all sorts down here, including the handless and headless torso or like a body of an individual chained
Handless
against
and
the wall.
headless. Ah. Are they still alive?
No.
Oh.
No moving, no noise.
Okay. Do they look like they've been there a long time? Is there a real honk in the room?
Did you go all the way over?
Does he have a nose?
He's got no head.
No. Do you want to go and investigate and have a look?
The person? No, it's a waste of movement. What's the box? Is that the table?
That's the table.
That's a table.
Big knife,
Chopping
blood.
table.
Empty
Bits and
can.
pieces.
Fresh blood? Old blood?
Does he go and investigate? You can't see from. He's only a little spider. You can only see so much.
What's around
Okay.
the corner? That's worrisome.
He'll have a look at it by coming in, because this is a wall here.
There is a wall.
Yes, so he's going to scuttle along that wall to get a little bit closer to the...
It's a shame he couldn't
You're
make
going to get
friends
to
with
about here,
cockroaches.
and you hear I don't know if you can hear so much, and voices coming down the stairs very quickly.
Hide, Spiky.
He goes into the corner.
Whereabouts? Can
How far can he go?
I'd say probably. What's his movement?
20?
You can move another 20 feet. Where do you want him to go? Or you can go up to the ceiling, which is maybe about 15 feet.
Yeah.
So I put him about there, and he's like up against where the ceiling joins
Yes,
the roof.
yes.
Is he hiding?
Slender.
Roll a stealth check, please. A second one. As this orc comes down.
Oh, we don't like it.
Oh,
I didn't.
great.
What'd you roll?
7.
With advantage, though.
Oh, with
With
advantage.
advantage, yeah.
Oh, okay. 8.
Wow.
Cool. Okie dokie. As you come in, you sit there and he's like hiding. This brute of an orc comes in.
Is there any other?
And then just an individual with him. I just was wondering, what do you want me to do with the body? I don't like. Should I just leave him here? And the orc. No. We'll take him upstairs. We will show everybody.
Some party.
This was
What
good.
is it?
He did well bringing this boy here. He gave us much. He started singing like a bird when we took his second hand. Crying like a baby.
Is it Hoji? We may have to pause. I may not. Don't you dare.
I'll be having a word. He says a name. Sorry, I've got to find it.
I will be quite sad if
I'll be having a word with Pranit. Apparently, he was nowhere near the woods. He had nothing to do with that band.
It's the little boy
But-
from the forest.
It's Robin Hood's son.
Oh.
Oh, that's alright then. It's not
That's
Hoji. I'm
cleaned up.
And as
okay.
he pulls a piece of paper out and just puts it on the bench, and picks up a bloodied knife and slams it into the table. We do know who was involved. Anyway,
Oh, is
and
it
he
our
kind
wanted
of cracks his shoulders and back, and like it's like goes, come. This time we relax tonight.
Cool.
Yes, Fidden. All right, and he kind of hooks her hand up.
What?
Come back for him later. Bring the head as well. That'll be a
He's quite
nice.
scary.
That'll be a nice surprise for them. And as he turns to walk, he looks around. Looks up at the ceiling.
How fast can he run?
Oh, I just got
He
it.
kind of, and he takes a step closer. It's fitting, I suppose. And then he just walks up the stairs. Other individuals comes up, he's like, ugh,
Spiky just goes.
spiders.
It's got to be full of spiders, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you did. Use it
Well,
to basement.
I rolled,
Come on.
I rolled a d20, and he rolled in anything over a 10, and he would have killed you. He rolled a 9.
Hey.
Because you're right, there's probably
Everybody
spiders in the
loves
basement. And you hear the door come. Anyway, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought you killed.
Can Spiky see from there if it is their wanted poster? That is the paper on the table.
Probably for scuttle along the
Okay.
Look
Okay.
down. He's a spider. We're being real careful. Like,
Yeah.
Charlotte Web style.
He's got a laser.
And on the table, with a giant butcher's knife, smack bang in the centre of Skold's head is a picture of the four of you. Bloodied and ripped with tattered corners, and as he looks around you can see the smaller form of a boy now, a head tucked behind him lolling on the floor, drying, their blood seeping into cracks, and all sorts.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Get round that corner, bro.
I want to get rid of the poster.
As
I
she's
think
doing
it's
this,
too late.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're numbered.
as you're down there, probably 5 minutes or so has gone now. People have started milling around. Just while that's happening, someone's like, "Oh, you guys gonna start or what? It's nearly 7 o'clock. It's nearly, come on, play some music."
We're not paid until 7.
Oh,
Oh, she's good.
Or,
So boring.
but could you get me a beer and then we'll be ready to go? I just have to get be vocal cords already.
Hydrated.
Have they not given you any beer?
No.
Excuse me, I'll get you a beer. Hey, I'll get you a beer. I'll get you lots of
Yes,
beer.
please.
And he kind of wanders off and he comes back and he actually puts a couple of jugs there. No glasses, just jugs. So we've got lots of beer. Now, are you going to start in a minute? Or do I have to get angry?
I'm just going to neck
Race
this
you.
and then we'll be ready
All
to
right.
go.
Ready?
He turns around, he's like, "Guys, they're going to start in a minute."
I'm totes give it a go. I know you can beat me.
I don't know if you can hear this whilst you're in your
No.
chop, chop,
I'm
chop,
re-
chop. Can you hear that going? And it's just more of a kind of, there's obviously a rush now and people milling around. There's something going on whilst
No,
you're
it's-
doing this. Do you want to try and push on and...
Yeah.
We'd probably actually give her a shake though if we're supposed to be performing. Probably try and
You
bring her
feel
out
a
of it.
shake, so you kind of... there's
So
a
we had
sense of
20
urgency.
minutes, we've done 5, we've got
Probably
5
done,
left.
but they're being pushed now to start early. And there's more and
Okay.
more people. You kind of
Am I dancing or
not-
drumming?
Dancing.
No, you would.
I was dancing. I was dancing.
Me and you.
I thought you were mage hand drumming. I thought you two were mage hand drumming and we were doing the dancing.
Oh, you probably need to think about that.
Well,
Yeah.
drummer, and the mage hand. Dancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Am I drumming or dancing? I'm very confused now.
You wanted to be drumming.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
There you go.
drumming.
You're
Okay.
drumming.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, what are you doing?
Dancing.
What are you
Dancing
doing?
with drum solo.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I just going to carry on for a minute. I can sense that they want me to start. There is
Okay.
an urgency,
So-
but we.
Over the next kind of minute or so, like to sing, and he just gets to a point where he can just coodle around this corner. It's a very uneventful kind of sight. There what seems to be something
Not another
hiding,
mirror.
like a mirror hiding behind a one of those old-fashioned room dividers, like a woman would get changed behind or something like that. He
Is
kind of-
Harry Potter stood in front of it?
No, he's not. Not. The mirror itself is covered. You can see it's a mirror. You see a corner of it in reflective glass, but it has a sheet over the top of it, and it's stood behind this kind of divider, so it's just kind of out of way.
So, is there anything I recognise? Can I see any of the frame? Do I
No, it
recognise
just looks
any?
like a box standard silver frame,
Yes,
but it's quite. It's definitely a full height mirror and like kind of a good width.
It's a portal.
Yeah, we may have encountered one of these before.
Um,
Yeah. If you'd been listening to our episodes, Tempest, you'd be like,
I've been busy elsewhere with the Thieves Guild, I'm afraid.
I can imagine. This keeps you quite busy.
Busy.
Fun though.
There's no pension, you know.
More and more now, you feel another little shake on your shoulder. I mean, you've got time, but
anything in here?
looks like from where you would have sent when you were looking at the poster, it's just an empty cage.
Okay. Come back.
Come back,
Come back.
and you kind of like, do you tell him to come back to you,
Mhm.
and then come into your trance? So you give him instructions,
Yep.
make your way back, and stand up. And as you stand up, and you kind of, what did you say to the group, or what? And you can feel the urgency. People are standing there, kind of like, there's like probably double the amount of people in the room now, and more coming in all the
Oh, I
time.
just want to let her loose. She's quite good at stuff.
I'll just say, I had an amazing dream. Amazing dream. It was incredible. There
What
was,
did you see?
Yes. Do you remember the little story of Robin Hood?
Oh, yes.
Yes. The boy was slaughtered
Oh.
in the basement.
Oh. So we don't need to rescue him then?
There's a mirror.
Not
Oh.
on.
I think it's going to let the evil things into the building.
Oh.
When we broke the last mirror, did we get rid of the bad thing?
I don't think we did.
I'm really not.
I think it's going to come. He's connected.
What was his name? I'm
Could-
gonna cry
it
about
could-
that
We need to
later.
break the mirror.
It could be like a talking thing where they talk to someone else, or it could be maybe a transport thing where people come back and forth.
Oh,
Tish is
I
just
don't
having a bit of a
suppose
meltdown there.
yeah, it
I
wasn't
don't-
good.
I
It
don't
wasn't
suppose,
pretty.
like... So who did you see in the cellar?
There's an orc
Oh.
and I forget the name.
Oh.
But there's our wanted poster.
Oh, what?
I
And
know that.
they know about us. It's a good job we disguised ourselves so well, so
Very
they
well
never like work
disguised,
it
yes.
out.
They'll never know.
Yeah,
So I think
And
it
she's
is.
got pink hair and she's not one of us, so you know that's
I think
good.
it's very important that we do this as soon as possible.
Yeah, probably. So does the big
them
bads
all
turn
in.
up, we'll just crack off, eh?
Now I get the feeling that this crowd is not going to be so friendly if we're shit.
It's alright.
And
We've
we've-
got this covered.
But we've got yes.
And with that, the chant of play, play, play now starts to like. There's like you're at a point where you're like, fuck, we're gonna do something. They're
So-
gonna.
Dish starts and we just follow.
Just in case, have you got any like just parchment that's not important in your bag?
Do you want me to sketch something?
No, I just need a
Shoulders.
bit
I've got
parchment
some.
just in case.
I got some.
Excellent.
There we go.
I'll just roll that up and put it in my pocket just in case we need to go to plan B.
If you need to wipe your bum.
No.
No.
You know, if we suck at this, we might have to resort to the Dover fire dance again.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that.
It's
Okay.
amazing. And this
Michelle goes,
crowd.
I got my
I've-
tinderbox ready too.
I
Right
have
there.
rolled it as tightly as possible for you.
Cool. Slow burn.
And you start playing, and like with that, a roar goes up, and I would like, let's make a group performance check.
Oh, wow.
As you start dancing and playing the drums, trying to
You're
find
so
some semblance of rhythm,
Please.
and all the while drink is flowing, then beer is being spilled, and
Oh.
people are fighting in corners, and food is being brought out.
You should be good at this, eh?
Oh, nah.
I was sort of relying on you to carry us here.
And someone roll for Shold, -1 is his performance stat.
Oh,
So it's
I
like,
got 22.
what else can I add? Do I get
Your
X?
performance?
Yeah, but I was just
You got-
wondering if I get, what do you call those?
Jack of all
If I get advantage because I'm beautiful.
what did he get?
1. I think, though, he's so bad, he's good.
That's a natural one.
Right, yeah, no,
And you're
so
going
that
to take
is
one
bad.
off him.
What'd
That's
you
a
get?
0. I'm so sorry.
6.
E for effort.
14.
Yeah,
Ah,
13.
Oh, it's all right. It's 3 over 10.
It's just a
One, the
warm-up
22
song.
will help. The natural one definitely doesn't help. But like, you play and you kind of hit sections where it's kind of good, and then you're like, you're kind of bad, and you kind of see people looking and kind of like, oh, this is a bit different.
I've never seen that look before.
Oh, the strange guys dancing. The makeup's alright, like, and then very quickly, like, yeah, there's you put a little jar out for tips, and nothing's being thrown in, and the guy that brought you beer's like, oh, the waste of beer,
Oh.
go over there,
Rude.
and you like,
These
the kind
would've
of
been
all
free.
interest leaves you. And you got one, like, you get the one guy that's like, yeah, it's great, it's awesome. And he's absolutely smashed off his head, like so drunk. He'd like find anything
Tish,
entertaining.
Tish, start singing. Yeah, just start singing about buying more beer. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I get up at the last one, get yourself another beer, please, thank you.
Yeah, a beer, yeah. Everyone drink more beer, and then like everyone's like,
Excellent.
and then suddenly you play well enough that you're now background noise, and there's at least 50, 60 people in this room. There's noise. You just are background noise now. No one's really paying any attention
That's
to you.
awesome.
That's good.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
And
yeah.
that's fine. You are keeping an eye out for anyone coming in. At one point, you see a female walk in with a dark cloak, kind of dark brunette hair, just kind of carrying something under her arm. And she just looks and smiles, just kind of tapping her hand. She walks over, gets a little beer, like a cup of beer, and just kind of talks to a few people. And they kind of like are very different to her. Like they're kind of like, yeah, oh, yes, ma'am, yes, yeah, no problem. So she's clearly someone of some importance. You turn around and would recognise Rona, who's like effectively the CFO, master of coin of the group. And she kind of looks back and just kind of goes up to someone else, and they kind of move to stand by the door as she leaves the door. Yeah, you've been playing for about an hour now.
Can I make an insight
gosh.
check?
Mhm.
What I want to see is if I think that Rona or anyone else knows that we're really not the band, like, you know, from what, like,
If we've been pinged.
yeah,
Make
if
an,
we've been
make, an
pinged,
insight, make an
really.
insight check.
If we've been playing for an hour, will we due a break? Because usually it's set to...
We're clearly not
45.
getting a break.
11.
She didn't seem to pay any attention to you.
Okay, so it's
Kind of was more interested in speaking to a few
Right,
people.
okay.
And you've been playing for about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And you would know that normally there's a period where you might get to stop.
Yeah,
But and it's not long after you see her, and then very briefly you see this brute of an orc walk in. You recognise him immediately as the individual that was called Fedden downstairs. You recognise the name as being coined, and then you would pass this on, like in your kind of your drumming phase, because that's like the general, the COVID second in command. Kind of like hit first, think later kind of guy, but like very strong and very good at manipulating and driving other people. And he walks in and looks around, and he just but all of you, as you see him walk in, you say that. Just everyone make a perception check.
14 for me.
23.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm really getting into the drums.
5. You love it.
14.
14. You, as you kind of clock him, you see him gesturing and talking to someone, and he from his signals, and your kind of what you take on it is, and having seen Rona, you kind of realise you saw her talk about something else, and she had papers in her hand, and his gestures maybe like pointing up. And he then leaves, and you kind of nudge yourself out, and the door stays open for a bit, and look up, and you kind of see him angle towards the stairs and start to go up before they close.
Oh.
And
Did you see where he went?
That man's gone.
It's to heaven.
Okay.
Symphony.
So
We're in
you
trouble now.
get to a point, and like you finish a song naturally coming to an end. Play around. No one looks to notice you. And then look, the room is now shoulder to shoulder. There's half people sitting. There's people in there. You can see someone bringing in another bale, another kind of keg or two of beer. There's more meat being brought out, and no one is paying you any attention right now.
Okay.
That's normal. So hold on. Just the staff are drinking downstairs, and the grown-ups are upstairs doing what?
Yeah, maybe I was sort of expecting Corvig to come down, but perhaps we're going to have to go and find them.
What if we had a
The people
conga?
of status are elsewhere.
Well, let's just say
What
this
if
is the end
we-
of it.
Set off a massive conga.
A massive conga. We take it out. We take it through. We take it.
Oh.
Yeah. The conga of congas.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Totally worth a go.
Boom, 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 boom.
It is like, that wasn't going to be my plan, but I really like that. Are any of these drums, are they like carryable to hit as we carry them?
Yeah, because
an extra.
Or could I carry
You should
it
be able
and
to take
could
the
Tish
top
could drum
off.
it?
Yeah.
If I carry it, could
You
Tish
should be able to
drum
take the
it?
top off and
they're,
the clips on.
yeah, I'm sure. Like one of them, the smaller, mid-sized ones, has got a leather strap on it because we love leather, and it loops over, and it's absolutely fine for someone to put on over the top.
Conga. Boom, 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 boom. The only
Right.
conga I know at the moment.
It's completely ridiculous. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Excellent.
Genius, Tish.
Cool. Can I have someone, as you start to conga, make a persuasion check with advantage?
Please don't ask me.
Who's the most persuasive
Oh.
person? It's not me.
Maybe.
Mine's
Oh,
like a
okay,
6.
okay.
if
With,
I can-
did you say with advantage?
Yeah.
So you got +6.
Shoulders +2.
Oh, go.
Please, Rowan. Oh, that was a 1. 14.
And you kind of the 5 of you like go, hey,
The
go.
Copacabana.
And your drunk mate just
Did
like,
the
yeah, he
hardest
joins on, and he's like
cop
pulls
the
someone
books
in and someone else in, and then before you know it, like there's a waitress involved, and she's like not quite sure what's going on, and suddenly the conga line is so big and long,
It's
and
okay.
boom, and someone's like, conga, this way, go on, open the doors, double doors open, and you're into the main area.
Double down.
Currently DMing a conga line through the boss's
This is your
mansion.
first time?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
Yep. As you are now leading the conga.
Grab the nearest person and put them in front of me.
And
Head towards the stairs. Let's go. Yeah, man, you got this.
the bosses are upside
Ah, everybody loves a party.
I start a whisper going down the line to say that the really good booze is upstairs. Quick, run! The boss has got a surprise for
Yeah,
us.
all the spirits
Down the line it
upstairs.
goes.
Cakes upstairs.
I don't have enough time to put everyone in the line, but before you know it, there's a big conga line. You get up to the
Was
stairs.
this not something you foresee happening in DM?
Just flip to that page in your...
9, 5. So
We could probably
you
got
come
2
around
lines going by
up
then.
the stairs, and in a very short alleyway you kind of move round and blah, blah, and there's in this area, which isn't very big, there's a kind of an individual stationed at the door, and he's like, Charlie, get the fuck back downstairs now. And the guy at the front says, oh, sorry. And he goes to try and turn around.
Oh no, that's great. Let's
Grab
try.
him into the
You
Conga
go
line.
all the way up to the end, and you're like,
get them all to
back
go
down.
downstairs because we don't want them with us. Get
Oh,
the rest
yeah.
of them, and you just drum, and they'll all go downstairs.
Yeah,
Do, do,
stand
do,
there.
do,
So
do,
I would say the conga line does a big sweep up to the end.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and he's just like, yeah, we're going back down, straight back down.
Take it down, boy.
Take it down.
Do, 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 do.
Where, as the conga line starts, where are you going to, like, you basically, Tish, have stopped and you're now drumming up here somewhere as the conga line goes around you and snakes back down.
Do you want me to jump on top of the crates or something? Oh no, my other friends
Can we all be there? Can we all be there?
And as one by one, you do this. Can you just all, I'm
We'll
going to
just be
say,
singing and clapping to
make
the beat.
one more group persuasion check, because you're all kind of standing here dancing, cajoling everyone on in their beer state, and they're following a line. And
What is it?
everyone make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
Natural 20. Oh,
22.
21.
Oh dear.
Good
I'm on about the third one of the game.
Well, I'm feeling very persuasive
We're
right
very
now.
persuasive.
And you-
2.
2,
Oh no.
11.
11. Who? So everyone got someone roll for Shold, and his has not.
Sure.
Persuasion is +2.
16.
So you're the only one that rolled under 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you got to stop and you get pulled back into line. That's right. Like, oh, no, come with us. And you're kind of getting back down. You try and dive off over here by the boxes, perhaps, and you kind of like just make a quick strength check as you kind of feel yourself being cajoled and pushed downstairs.
19.
And you're just like, oh yeah, and you kind of like get out, link the other one up there, and just stand there and just kind of clap them on and past and find yourself. And as the last, come back down without paying too much any attention. Slowly beat the drums quieter, quieter. And as you're all up here, you hear this, oi, you should be back downstairs, as this individual walks straight up to here and then just looks at Duncan. Go on, get back down now. Come on, before I kick her ass down the stairs.
I magic missile him.
Pew, pew.
Roll your, at what level?
Better make it pretty big.
He looks like the guards that you fought outside of the inn, just giving you that instant.
So he's not so tough. I would throw an axe as well.
Make a ranged attack.
I'm going to go at level 1.
Yep.
3
So
darts.
Roll your damage. And as you launch the axe at
I only do luck because I'm just not having that.
yeah.
I don't want to blow any lucks this early, but
5,
I don't want to make this worse.
13.
Jeez.
12?
Clean your dice, bro.
As you will the axe and you see as you throw it that it starts to veer off and you're like, oh, no, that way. And just thump, and the guy's like face just goes, the fuck. And then you see from behind him 3 magic like darts just boom, 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 and the last one his eyes just go and he just falls flat on the
Nice one, Andre.
Oh, you did distraction. Ooh, you're smart, bro.
and as he does boom.
Can I try to run forwards and catch him before he hits the floor?
Absolutely. Just make a dexterity check.
Please don't trip up.
Acrobatics if you want.
Well, it's not been going very well so far. Oh no, that's all right actually. 23.
It
does
and you slide on your knees as he kind of lands on you. You're like, just roll him gently onto the floor.
Right,
you-
I drag him out of view.
Yeah, put them down between those
And you
books.
find yourselves now quiet
Nice.
with the kind of raucous, and you don't know how much time you got, but there's noise downstairs going, like you can hear the chants and beer and noise and.
Well, I reckon this is it. We just go for broke now.
Do we want to... One of us check that, or simultaneously as I get ready to
I
thunderbolt?
reckon,
Okay.
I reckon he was guarding the big room, so
Okay.
let's,
Are there going to be orcs in the other one?
I don't know, let's go to the big room. Let's
Yep.
open the door. If
Which one?
I think, right, we'll whisper this quickly as a plan. So I think if we run up if we sneak up to this room, boot
Boot
the
it in.
door open.
Fireball.
If we see Kovig or any of the big bags, just drop a fireball in there, and then we deal with the rest of it as
And then
it
I'll
all
smack
kicks
it
off.
with the thunder
Can
wave.
we put
Bullets.
can we put Shoal next to this door to hit anyone who comes out of it?
You know there was another dwarf, that little one, his little dwarf, the big one.
Yeah,
That's
I don't,
another
but
one.
it was sort of guarding this door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go for that one. And then do you want to sort of sneak in the corner as well? Yeah.
Oh,
And it's all on like Donkey Kong. And if we do see him in there, you need to get your thunder wave
And
off
I'll
as soon as
just- yeah,
possible
it's
to
all-
start getting some help.
It's already in my mind.
Cool.
right. So
Let's do it.
Okay.
who's kicking the door down?
That's not
Where is
me.
Undra in relation to this? Yeah, obviously there's one door and there's all of you. So you all charging in, or
No, the idea is like if me and Undra are there, so I'll try and boot the door open. You
Give me a
you
nod
duck,
quickly.
Duck your head round
Yeah.
and boom,
Yes.
and then we'll do what we're going to do based on everything else. Do you want to come up in this corner so you're a bit closer? And do you want to come up near me, Tish, so you're all ready to come over and hit your thunder
Tucker
wave?
around there.
Yep.
Cool.
Hi, my. Okay.
Right.
cool. So you boot the door down.
Well, I'll try to be subtle. I'll try to open it
It
first.
doesn't look locked. It's not locked. You-
All right. Yes. So I just handle and then just slam it open.
Okay. You do, and you do that. You immediately see a room, a large boardroom style table, papers across it, candles, flagons of a gold-looking liquid, cast's veil, platters of meat on there, and a surprised look from a number of individuals. There is the individual pointed out as Rona, sitting directly opposite the door, like with a kind of a look of "huh?" on her face. Next to them is the ship's captain. On the other side of her is an individual who you haven't seen as yet. You don't know who they are. At the head of the table, right in front of you, is the mage named Kane. And then at the far end, you can see Fedden, the orc individual who you've just identified. And at the head of the table is the beast of a man who, as the door kicks open, he just looks, and there's no surprise in him. And it's just like, and just you step in and you see him instantly. And in a split second, what do you do?
You were dropping your fireball.
Fireball in this direction now. Yes?
Yeah. So how do you cast fireball?
Bright streaks flashes from my pointy finger to a point within range and blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. I do it very cool. I just go, there he is.
So you
So,
walk in.
no, don't walk in.
You just-
No,
You have
I
to look
stay
around
where
the
I
corner.
am.
There he is.
I go, there he is. Whoosh.
Wonderful.
10, 20,
How far away from me are they?
As you cast the spell,
5, 10, 15.
25, 27, 28.
28.
He's getting excited. I don't like it when he gets this
And
happy.
then, what's your spell say, DC?
Spell save DC. Oh, 15.
Cool. COVID, Fedden, Thomas, who's an individual you don't know, a ship's captain whose name is Andrake. All
named after
fail.
toilet
Rona and Kane succeed. So 28 points, and then 14 for half damage. And can we all? That's going to be your surprise shot. Can you roll initiative?
Uh-oh.
Are all of us rolling initiative?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
19.
20.
10.
Where's initiative gone? It's over there. 14.
So I want to roll for shoulder.
No. Yeah, you do
You
it.
might not want me to.
I'm not going to be rolling rubbish.
I don't know what this initiative
Yeah,
is.
you claimed it.
It's not much. It is.
Not much.
Rub it with a leaf.
Just add 8
Plus
to...
1.
Oh, 9.
Hey, it's always last. Bringing up the rear.
Oh,
1,
lovely.
2,
I rolled too well.
14.
But I'm alright.
Tempest, you're first. Winter, you're second. And
That's kind of funny on
Yeah.
so many levels.
in fact, I'll do it on 2 halves.
5 of us against the 6 of them.
We have the element of surprise.
Cool. So, at the beginning, so here's there. You've got Tane and Rona. I'm going to go there. And then the other 4, that's Kovig, Fedden, Thomas, and Drake, are going to go. Yeah, they can actually go there.
Thomas and who?
Which one's Tane out of these ones? Him or him?
That one.
That
I'm
one.
just going to
Exactly.
call him Mandrake.
So, Tempest.
Gosh. So who's that one? Sorry? You just
Tane.
said Tane. So he's the nearest one, isn't he?
Ronan, Tane, and somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Mandrake.
I might just move in and stab him.
I'm going to thunder wave because I need to call for help.
Cool.
Nice.
So,
It's secure.
the door is bottlenecked, so
Mhm.
you're kind of getting out of the way. You're moving in.
Yeah.
Sure.
But then I can move out again.
Oh yeah, because you're speedy.
Yeah.
You're like super
You-
sprung.
Right, bonus action can be to
It's
disengage.
quite,
you
it's
can
quite,
squeeze
it's
them
quite
down.
narrow thunderwave as well, so you won't,
Yeah.
it's not like you get the whole room like the
No.
fireball.
You could lie down. Well, no. Squat.
Not that sort of thunder
So you
wave,
running?
my friend.
So you rush into the individual.
Yeah.
So roll your attack.
Stab him in the neck.
You don't have surprise because
Mm-hmm.
they obviously seen you coming.
We
You've already had
said
that.
Come
Yep.
on.
Yeah.
What have I got? It's gonna be. It's only gonna.
Two.
To
It's
hit.
only gonna work if
As you
it's
go to
15
stab him, he
of
just
me.
kind of stands up. The chair falls
15
backward and he just steps to the side. Your blade just
maybe get them to
just kind of gets
So if
lost
I
in the
ran and
cloak.
slide-
dear.
And he just kind of just
And then
steps
just-
out of the way.
Get them to
Um,
maybe,
Yeah.
How far?
That's the important
How
ones,
much
yeah.
movement to get
And
in?
then
So what's
cry.
that? But you've got 10 feet of movement, but you will get an attack of opportunity perhaps if you move away.
Yeah. Oh.
So you could probably do it from there and then take 5 steps.
I'll stay there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that dash? And then you.
Stay there. Right.
And then.
Undra, you're up.
Roll under the table.
I fireball again
Cool.
in this area.
As soon as you go to cast the spell again, you hear a kind of and the spell just halfway through casting, you just feel it. You grasp on the spell loses, and the counter spell just whips it from existence.
Does she see who's done that?
There's only one wizard in the room.
Cool.
Is it time?
Because I'm not in there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have
It's
heard
not
him
okay.
say something or do
I just
something,
missed
and
his neck.
you kind of hear kind of the
Spooky.
muttering from Undra behind you, and something happens. A whisper from the individual stood right next to. Any
So,
movement, any
does
goals?
that count as a spell?
Yes, yeah.
It's done.
And then, can I do anything as a bonus action? The only one I
Prepares.
have is Misty Step. No, that's my action, that's my done, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm so nervous. You should have just let me drop Stinking Cloud and then shut the door and gone downstairs. That
So,
would have sorted them out.
leaping over the table. Is that you done?
Yes.
Done, did it? Cool.
Yes.
I go next, and then 2 moves, and then Duncan, you're up. Leaping over the table, you kind of hear movement, and like as Rona, who you know is a very adept fighting individual, just launches out, and she pulls out.
Oh gosh.
Oh, she's a bitch.
Yep, she pulls out a a short sword, and literally runs up to you, sliding on her knees now across the table, and just up at your face.
Not the face.
Not the
Yeah,
face.
that's going to be
God, Ian.
Not the
going to be
face.
10 to hit. So that's not going to hit you, is it? No. So she's going to roll a second time, and so you just managed to like duck out of the way at the last moment. That's going to be a natural 20 on the second. You are stood right next to Tane, so she will get sneak attack.
Or maybe I dodge out of the way and it hits him.
Yeah, no. Cool. So you take 7 points of piercing damage, and then oh god, and 20 points from the sneak attack. It's 46, so it's
What?
27 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
But you can uncanny dodge to have that.
You can uncanny dodge to
That's
have
right.
that. Can you also make a Constitution saving throw, please?
14. 15.
15. You get 15.
Altogether, yeah.
As soon as she strikes you, you feel a very familiar burn up lacing the wound, and you see a black kind of ichor running down the wound out of the arm, and your arm immediately starts to hot and then go numb and then go cold, and you just like
Yes.
you clench your fist in a second, just will the poison not to take hold. Unfortunately, it does. You take another 12 points of poison damage on
What?
top of the.
We only just got here.
Now not very well
With
now, I've only
you-
got 6 points.
I thought the poo monster was bad, but this is freaking me out, man.
Tane is going to turn around and then literally pull his hand. He looks at you, Undra. Are you still in the door frame or visible?
Oh, well, yeah.
He just is like,
Which one? Oh, this one time.
yeah.
Okay.
And he looks and he's just like, to excuse the house, my friend. And a fireball comes roaring to the door height and explodes just where you all are above your heads and just erupts the immediate vicinity around you, engulfing all of you with the exception of you because you're in the room.
I'm not
But I'm short.
It engulfs you all. Can you please all make a dexterity saving throw?
Sure.
Jinky Jones.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
I think Duncan's fine.
20, not natural.
What dexterity? 18.
20, 18.
Yeah.
Could someone roll for Shoal, please?
Sure. You're welcome, Charlotte. Oh, that's a 12 plus whatever his dex is.
You alright?
No. It's a bit sore.
Plus 1. So 13 for Shoal.
13.
She like
got
switched
13 as
you
well.
and it put poison in you.
Yeah, look. She's all black and manky.
Not very nice.
Suits you though.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
it looks
everybody
very cool.
took scars.
True.
You got an algae. She's a bad lady.
Very bad.
Wish she was on our side, it would have been handy.
Got a good line in table skids.
So
And someone threw an
30.
ouchie at her.
6 points of fire damage for a fail, which is anything under.
He's doing a lot of maths today
Mathsing.
and trying to kill us.
Anything under
It's
a
always
14. So,
Oh, sorry, Charlotte. I'm
so
okay.
he is taken. What did I say? 36. And then you guys, if you save, take half.
Oh,
So not you. You're
No,
fine.
you're fine.
You're
you're
fine.
right.
It was in there. So what did I say?
Oh, yes.
36 for
I don't
who got
know.
13.
I got 13.
So 36 for you.
17.
36
Oh,
for
I
Shoal.
stopped listening. Yep.
And then you guys were,
18?
we'll say 18.
I was at
Yep.
18.
So yeah, 18 off you guys.
Damage. Okie dokie.
He's just now going to
Let me do math.
just look and like, take in everything, and you hear this chuckle. At that point, a window, or Tish,
Yeah,
you're up.
I'd really like to call for backup, if that's alright.
How does that look?
Oh, it looks fantabulous. What I think I should do is sort of dash about 15 feet towards Fedden, the orc. And I sort of just sort of
Flick
like
him in the
on one
balls.
knee,
Yeah.
one knee, and so that I'm aiming up at his big fat head and the guy behind him, and just release my thunder wave at level 2 with hope.
Yeah. So you're doing it specifically at
Those two.
Yeah,
Those two.
because they're scary.
I'm going to say you're going to get that one as well if you angle it right. So you get all three at that far.
Sweet is, I'm
So-
down for you.
Stalin.
Yeah, me against Stalin. Shakespeare and the bad guy. But yeah. And because I'm casting at the spell slot of level 2, if it's successful, I'd be cheerful. And there would be greater damage, of course. Is that alright? You're a lovely boy. Just go there. Sorry, I didn't mean to say boy, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Don't worry.
Man thing. It's very, very nervy.
Fed and fails. Code fails.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
All
and Ronan.
fail. All
Thank
three
you,
of them
Ronan.
fail.
So, when I cast a spell at a little blur, they increase the damage of 1d8 for each slot above.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I roll 2. Yeah?
Yep.
So that's 3d8.
3D. You're in the second level, so that's
I have a blue one, but I ate it.
no.
That's it. Right?
Yeah.
So, on a failed save, a
They
creature
all of
takes
them-
2d8 thunder.
Yeah.
And is pushed away 10 piggy,
Mhm.
and then 1d8 for each, so 3 of them, eh?
Yeah. Yep.
Each one of them.
Roll that, and they'll all take that damage.
Ah.
Oh, that's...
I re-roll that.
10,
Re-roll that. Oh, is it a good one, that navy one?
6, 4, and 1 is 11.
11. Okay. Cool.
And it was really loud. It blew the windows open.
Oh, yeah.
It's really important.
And it pushed them back as important as well.
Yeah, and they went back 10 feet.
Cool. So they just, all of them, it's like,
Fell out
to
the
there.
window.
It just slams in there.
It was
You
very loud.
boom, like, up to here. One of them's like, you hear chuckling.
Who laughing at me?
Oh, colleagues, having a good old time.
And at that point, I go back about, what did you reckon, 5?
Mhm.
You can
I
get to
step
there.
back 5 because I'm little and I want to prepare to not die so fast.
Cool. As that happens, you hear the and the windows. There are windows in here. They shatter, like one behind them.
Now's good, bro! I just thought I'd stand there on the breeze.
And through it's like time slows down. A breeze. You see a kind of a net curtain, a lonely half like shredded net curtain just blowing in the breeze of the now broken window, and then suddenly someone swings in and they're like, caw, caw. And
Oh, it's the best day.
it is rolling in. It is the kind of the darker skinned,
Stevie the Wanderer.
no, the darker skinned elf from the Thieves Guild, Dresden Stillman, and you see him just rolling in, and he just kind of like tumbleweeds, pulling out a couple of daggers, and he looks around, and immediately he just looks up and eyes Captain Andrake, and you see him just look, and there's a conversation between the two of them arise as they lock this history, and he just starts charging towards him, and then they just move off into their own battle, like suddenly knives and daggers and exactly.
Oh, it's okay, sweetheart.
Duncan, as you see this happening,
Yeah.
you are up.
Right. So, what I want to do, excuse my stomach rumbling. I'm
Very
gonna run
hungry.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 towards the orc.
Yep.
But as I'm going, I'm going to pull out my magic missile wand and shoot it at Tane.
Okie dokie. Yep.
Because he can't use his reaction because he's done it for counterspell, so they're going to hit him.
No, done.
Find yourself, Steve.
It's the best.
And I'm going to put 6 at him. just know what they're out of the game.
Elvinus has sent the Hounds of Heldus to help us.
Yes.
Yes, perhaps if they have a scruffy too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Scruffy.
That's 19 points of damage.
Done. And you just carry on charging towards Fed and the Orc, and you just hear these implosions. You turn around and you can see this guy's now looking rough, and he's dwarf. What? Good attack though, and yeah, it's looking pretty rough. You're now headlong running towards.
Yeah, and then I pull my axes out and I'm just heading for him. So
Yeah, done that. Perfect. There is a battle now raging going on between Captain Andrake and the elf Dresden. And at this point, you see Dresden turn around and he just kind of like throws a knife, runs up, and then just kind of like almost midair kicks Andrake back, who's almost positioned himself in front of a window, and both of them just. He just like somersaults through the window, falling after them. The two of them just fall out, jump out the room, and have their own battle. You can kind of hear now. There's all sorts of noise going on, and in like a second of moment, you can hear noise from downstairs. There's noise going from everywhere, and there's a change from joyous, jovial to combat and screams and shouts of anger. And
Conga line's buggered.
yeah. So that's these two gone.
I'm real worried about your arm.
Oh yeah, me too.
Next, we have Fedden and we have Kozak. Also over here, you've got this individual called Thomas.
What's up, Thomas?
Thomas, who you would know is an individual who is the sales finder who acquired the mine. He looks beaten and bloodied, and very quickly looks around and is like, "Oh," and you see him leapfrog out now the broken glass of the window onto the rooftop and scuttle away out of the window, and then Kozak. And we will see what he does next time.
Well, thanks everyone. We've got to the big battle. I can't tell if it's going well or not, but we'll find out next week, I guess. See you all. Tune in and find out whether we live or die, and whether we deal with the evil Kobe. Thanks everyone. Catch you next time. Bye bye.
Hola.